and welcome dear students to another session from Knowledge Hub by Sri Chaitanya. I am Pratyusha, Senior Botany Faculty, and in this session we are going to discuss some of the previous year questions from two of your favorite chapters, Morphology and Anatomy of Flowering Plants. So, without wasting any time, let's move into the first question. And here it is in front of you on the screen. So here we are going to read two statements, followed by which we are going to have some of the options. Out of that you are going to select the correct options. So come on, do it along with me, and if you are stuck, then I am here with the solution, right? So let's read the first statement, which says that in monocotyledonous plants, the primary root, this is short-lived and it is replaced by a large number of roots. Okay, let's go to the next statement, which states that these roots, which is coming from the monocotyledonous plants, these roots originate from the base of the stem and they constitute the fibrous root system as it is seen in the wheat plant. Okay, so now in light of the above statements, choose the correct answer from the given options. So first option is statement 1 is correct and statement 2 is incorrect. Option 2, statement 1 is incorrect and statement 2 is correct. Option 3, statement 1 and statement 2 both are correct. And option 4, statement 1 and statement 2 both are incorrect. So, have you guessed the answer? Okay, let's see. So, here is it, the solution, which states that the short-lived primary root of the monocot, it is actually replaced by a large number of roots coming from the base of the stem, which is called as the fibrous roots. So, now which is the correct option? Obviously, it is number 3. Okay? Wasn't that easy? Let's go to the next question, and which is there in front of you on the screen. So, the question is, conjunctive tissue. What is conjunctive tissue? It is, number 1, the sclerenchyma of dicot stem pedicycle. Number 2, it is the extensions of the medulla of dicot stem. Number 3, it is the parenchyma which is present between the xylem and the phloem of root. And number 4, it is the parenchyma which is present between the xylem and phloem of leaf vascular bundles. So, all the NCERT readers, have you guessed the options now? So, the correct answer, which is it? Let's see the solution, which says conjunctive tissue is parenchyma which is present between the xylem and the phloem, bundles of the root. So, one tips, my dear student, for identifying the conjunctive tissue, you need to read the lines of the NCERT. It is not given in the diagram of the TS of the dicot root and the dicot stem, but if you read the NCERT lines, you will find the conjunctive tissue which is placed somewhere between the phloem and the xylem. So, the correct answer is, it is the parenchyma present between the xylem and the phloem of the root. Okay? So, let's go to the next question. So, the next question states that which of the following is not the characteristic of Poaceae family? A question from MOFP, right? So, number 1, this is one of the newly added families, correct? So, here it is, super important for this year NEET. Number 1, lodicules. Number 2, basal placentation. Number 3, unilocular ovary. And number 4, it is cypsella fruit. So, what is the correct answer? Dear students, let's see the solution. And and it says that Cypsela fruits, it occurs in Asteraceae family and it is not a characteristic feature of Poaceae or Gramineae family, right? So it will be option 4. Okay, let's do another such question to boost your confidence. And here it is, the next one on the screen. So this question says that which family? Okay, you have to identify the family this time. And this family is characterized by the presence of bicarpellary syncarpus gynoecium, parietal placentation, tetradynamous stamens, and also silicua fruits. Okay, so which is it? Let's see the options. Number 1, cucurbitaceae. Number 2, cruciferae. Number 3, compositae. And number 4, solanaceae. Okay, again the newly added families. Let's see the answer. Okay, so many of you must have guessed it by now. This is nothing but it is Brassicaceae or cruciferae family, which is also characterized by all these following features. That is bicarpellary syncarpus gynoecium, parietal placentation, tetradynamous stamens, and also silicua fruits, right? So it is cruciferae, right? Let's come to the last question, which is another question from anatomy of flowering plants. And here what you need to do is match the following left hand column with that of the right hand column. And here the options are, in the left hand column you have dicot stem followed by monocot stem followed by monocot root, and at the end you have grass leaf. In the right hand side you have bulliform cells followed by cortical parenchyma and stellar sclerenchyma. Next you have polyarch and exarch stele. Next you have absence of well differentiated ground tissue. Okay, so let us see the options. It is going with A2, B4, C3 and D1. Next you have A2, B3, C1 and D4. Next you are having A4, B3, C2 and D1. And at the end you have A1, B2, C3 and D4. So you must have already done it by this time. So let us see the solutions. So the answer says that dicot stem, it goes with cortical parenchyma and stellar sclerenchyma, which is A2. Next you have monocot stem, which is going with absence of well differentiated ground tissue. Here the monocot stem goes with number 4. Next you have monocot root, which is having polyarch and exarch stele, which is exarch is a characteristic of the root. Hence this is going with C and 3. And the last one, grass leaf or the monocot leaf. Always, my dear friends, always monocot leaves are having bulliform cells, which is not a characteristic which is we are finding in the dicot leaf. So the correct answer is A2, B4, C3 and D1, which is option number 1. So my dear students, thank you very much for joining with us in this session, and stay tuned with us for more such exciting videos.